I'm Lieutenant Commander Legena Malan, United States Navy. I'm in the Civil Engineer Corps, and I'm here at NPS in the National Security Affairs Department Reconstruction and Stabilization Program. I was in Afghanistan in 2007, and I worked on construction projects for the Afghan National Police. There have been a lot of government organizations researching why the quality of the facilities that are being built in Afghanistan are inferior, and what those problems are and how we can fix them. So these organizations have identified 4 main areas that we need to work on, and one of them is coordination. So that's coordination between all the different agencies that are building. That could be non-governmental agencies, governmental agencies, Afghan government, and how we can all work together to make sure that we're not building the same building in the same place. Another issue is corruption. There's been some issues with corruption in Afghanistan and how those can be addressed. Another one is capacity. Are we just putting too much money, asking the Afghans to build too much? Do they have enough workers to actually do all of this work, and are they trained properly? And oversight, that's the 4th. And oversight is, do we have people to go out and check? Can they check on these facilities? Can they check if it's actually being built? What I've found, though, is that even if we have all of those fixed and we have a perfect solution for each one of them, we're still not taking the local materials and techniques, the local culture into account. In some areas, we were building with materials and using techniques that were not familiar to the local workforce. For example, in Nuristan, we would ask the local builders to build out of metal, and what would happen was they were trying their best, but they didn't understand how to build the metal buildings, and so they would weld beams tip to tip, and so when the snow load came later in the year, the building would have fallen down. When I talked to some of the folks about it, some of the local builders, I asked them what was going on, what was the problem, and they admitted to me that they just didn't know how to build with these materials, and I asked them what they knew how to build with. So what they showed me was that they had beautiful structures that were built out of wood and rocks, and it was wonderful tongue and groove, hand carved, beautiful ornate carvings for their windows and doors. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. And so what we did is we worked together to come up with a building that used their techniques, but still met the needs of the mission for the Afghan National Police. It really built a relationship, and we ended up with the product we needed, and they ended up building something they could be proud of. Since I've started this project, I've had the pleasure of going to different conferences and talking to different people and trying to get the word out that don't be afraid to use local materials and techniques. It's actually better for Afghanistan if you do. They'll be able to sustain the buildings better. It can build the local economy, it can save money, and possibly save lives.